Oh my god. What happened here? What the fuck, dude?
Leave it to me.
Go no further. There is a situation in the guild hall.
The water shaper glances over his shoulder, his chest rising and falling with deep breaths.
What say? Where is Myru?
Ah, for what did Nagati send you but to lend your strength? All is under control, I say. But the building is closed until Myru cleans up the mess below.
You call this under control? I just waded through a pool of blood. I want to say that, but I'm going to say this one.
Nothing beyond the likes of us, I say. Naga swam in from the waterways of our sanctum. We pressed back until they fled underground. Then Myru gathered her forces for a stand at Pariki's tomb. I am to guard the staircase, while she routs the last of them. Kira. But Myru is fierce for her years.
Yeah, we're gonna go help her.
Snakes could not have caused that tremor.
Kira, we felt the quakes even before the serpent showed up.
Why haven't you summoned help?
We are water shapers. Onikaza knows we can walk over a few snakes. Myru, though, I say she would not turn down reinforcements.
I hope she leaves something for me.
I say you will have to run fast. She could cut through Naga like a harpoon through blubber. I will remain and dispatch any...
Okay, let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! I haven't been here before.
This is why you don't neglect your chores.
What's this? Oh shit.
With pleasure.
Makes no difference.
I love that spell.
I'll see it.
I found her. Oh, we got more?
Good thinking.
No prisoners!
She's unharmed. That's good. The Guildmaster lifts her gaze to meet yours, her eyes struggling to focus. She's been slashed and stabbed numerous times, and her robes are soaked red with blood.
Myru! Oh, gods, but look what they've done to you.
Peace, Takehu. I gave back 10 times what I took. Too many, even for me.
We have to get you out of here.
Holding myself together. More important matters.
Jesus.
You are too stubborn to die, old shark.
For once, Takehu, just listen. The rod of the deep. Ugh, I've lost it. Taken. You'll need to...
Oh, Jesus. Someone heal her!
Find the rod. Get through the stone door by the entrance.
Stop exerting yourself, just or you'll bleed out.
Don't you think I know how much water I've lost? Wards. Failing. Hurry, before it escapes.
Escape? What's going to escape?
Pitied Isengati, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orb of the heavens.
Jesus.
Myru?
No.
Myru? Isengati. She's dead.
Strange last words.
The words of Pariki's devotion, I say. An old prayer to Ngati. It must have meant something to her.
We still don't know why this is happening.
Myru told us to seek a rod and a door. A vague plea, I say. But I would honor her last wish. Akira, the others will see to her once we've cleaned up the last of this mess.
Seriously, Takehu, why didn't you fucking...
The wheel. How it tugs at me. Akira, and how bright you look.
Myru's attention snaps toward a distant speck of light, but she shakes it off to remain in the moment. I should have had Shodi here.
At least in death, I can complete a thought. My rod and the words of Pariki's devotion will open the way to the inner sanctum, past the sealed door. Pitied is Ngati, Lady of Lament. As the pearl orb of the heavens crosses her view, her eyes well with tears, as constant as rain. But the moon's skyward journey continues apace, the lover's affection as ephemeral as fingers touching.
Okay, you
must strengthen the wards, no matter what it tells you.
Thank you, Myru. Rest well. Stealing? I don't need that. I won't steal it. I won't steal. The statue depicts an Omoa woman, her hand extended and grasping in the air, an eroded plaque sits by her feet. Something about the statue calls out to you. The echo of a fractured soul that tarried in this place for long and thoughtful years. You feel victory tinged by grief and regret. Your vision bobs with the motion of the sea. You stand aboard the deck of Swift Winds, where your mates sharing bemused, self-congratulatory glances as they work. One of them clasps your back with approval. You step back and aim a reproachful look at your mate, however friendly his intent. You know there will be time for reprieve when you are squared away in Nekataka. Something cuts through the water to your port side, an enormous shape just beneath the waves. Someone shouts that the winds have turned in your favor at last. This is followed by an enthusiastic cheer among the crew. You don't share their mirth. You bring home a mighty gift, though it takes an unusual form, one that you pray to Ngati you are able to keep in check. The vision dissipates and your land legs reassert themselves. The words are much eroded and water damaged, but a few choice snippets of phrases stand out with clarity. Pariki, lore, and hunter cross the length of and back again. Remembered for cunning deal. Lafas, may her rest. Guilty soul, freedom.
This is the tomb of Pariki. Such disrepair, I say.
You grasp her hand with tenderness. At first nothing happens, but then a tiny droplet of water forms at the corner of her eye and rolls down her cheek, dripping on the floor. You reach out and draw your thumb down the statue's cheek, wiping away the trail of moisture. For a moment, the stone feels soft to the touch. Weird. Okay, so... did they take a staff? Is that what she said? Good night, Grognak. I love how they were like invisible, but we were still bouncing spells off of them. Wow, we are so badass. Look at how badass we are. Damn. We got the rod, I suppose?
Leave it to me.
Here we go. Addendum added. Okay, we've retrieved the rod of the Deep Hunter. I can open the stone door. The full text of Pariki's devotion. The tremors are increasing. If something is about to escape, it's going to happen soon.
I'll see it done.
All right. As you approach the door, the carved stone flashes with ethereal light. You feel a faint, salty breeze gusting from an unseen source. A faded inscription is nestled among the elaborate stone carvings. Read the inscription. Juana runes decorate the stone entrance. Ngati would not have gifted her chosen people a watery covenant unless they persisted in deserving it. The sanctum is a covenant of our making. Only the sigil of the covenant and the words of my devotion will open the way. Touch it. The door reacts at once. A stone panel shifts aside to reveal a circular dial engraved with symbols. This would appear to be a locking mechanism requiring a precise combination. Save before opening the door? Okay, I'll leave and then save. Yo, everybody. Was Kung Fu fighting?
Leave it to me.
Study the symbols. Brushing aside a layer of dust reveals a circular dial of pictographs, so you could not guess their relevance or relation to each other. You recognize the symbols themselves. The first is a full moon, the light beaming down on Iora. The next is the Juana symbol of Andra, classically depicted with the head of an anglerfish and her aspect as Ngati. The next is a pair of hands reaching out for each other, their fingertips just barely making contact. And the last is the rain, falling powerfully and inexorably. Okay, so we have to look and see. Ngati, moon, rain, moon, fingers.
I'll see it.
Okay. Rotate the dial clockwise. Ngati? That was wrong.
Leave it to me.
So, if I rotate clockwise, it doesn't go to Ngati, so counterclockwise? Okay, counterclockwise is Ondra. And then we go back to the moon. And then to the rain. And then to the moon. And then to the hand. We hear a grating mechanical clunk of stone tumblers setting into place behind the door. Sorry. Ngati, moon, rain, moon, fingers.
I'll see it.
Push against the door. Okay. Ngati. Oh, you press the dial for each step. Okay. Okay, that was my bad.
Leave it to me.
I didn't press it. I just... Okay. So counterclockwise. Press the dial. And then clockwise. Press the dial. Clockwise. Press the dial. Counterclockwise. Press the dial. Clockwise. Clockwise. Press the dial. Yeah! The air beyond the passage is humid, reeking of stagnant water and something else. Something old, which raises the hairs on the back of your neck. As you take your first step, an ear-splitting roar rises in volume and echoes down the passage, shaking loose the surrounding rock. You navigate the narrow, dark tunnel, pressing your shoulders together to fit the passage. Oh, Jesus, it's a dragon! Of course it's a fucking dragon! As the massive upheaval of water settles, the air thickens with oppressive humidity. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust before you can make sense of the shape that breached from the depths. I can't save while I'm in a cutscene.
How in all Aora have they kept it down here?
This would be a great fishing story.
Galloway's feckin' spear. That there be a right bonny beast and a half.
Have you come to deliver me from this prison of my own making?
Let me get my pairings first. Who are you?
I am Skirilophus,
Skirilophus?
Guardian of the Isles.
Is that so?
You ever consider a nickname?
Skirilophus narrows his eyes at Adair.
Just give it some thought, is all I'm saying.
What is this? One of Andra's whelps?
Hello.
I'm Marloon, captain of junk. I take it you're the one causing the whole city to shake?
You do not see chains around me, but I am confined all the same. One by one, every link shatters. You can only be here for one reason. You serve the Huana.
Yep.
This prison is built on a foundation of their lies.
What do you... I have more cause to trust them than I do you.
Then you are complicit in the pillaging of the Deadfire, and we are enemies.
What do you mean pillaging?
You stand in the sanctum of the Water Shapers, those who make parlor tricks of Ngati's art, an art in decline. The Huana Covenant has failed. With each grain of sand surrendered to outsiders, Ngati draws her favor away from her chosen people.
What covenant is that?
One struck in a different time, when the gods showered devotion on Huana. The guild hides how their acolytes struggle. Their ancestral forms no longer respond as they once did. Soon, there will be no Water Shapers to remember them. When their mighty talent went into decline, I gave the Huana the strength to raise the very sea against our enemies.
So he was helping him out.
For my generosity, they bound me to this chamber by my soul.
That doesn't sound very nice.
This cannot be true, I say.
The half-breed's naivete is charming. I see why you suffer his company.
It's not suffering.
And now the Deadfire dies in my absence. The luminous Adra shrieks in agony, calling out for a guardian.
Your soul is stuck? Let me take a look.
You are a watcher. Of all the kith who could have entered this chamber, how intriguing.
Submerging in the dragon's soul feels at first disorienting, like perusing the stacks of a vast library. The energy and vibrancy that should color his soul is gray and worn. From the shadows, a dark, formless thing reaches out to you in desperation. The wards around the stone floor drag the essence down and disperse its energy elsewhere to the Water Shaper students of Nekataka. As it touches you, the weight of the prison is like an anchor. You withdraw from the sensation feeling shaky and depleted. I've looked into your soul. It's true.
Believe what you will. My duty to the archipelago is all that matters. Freedom comes like the tide, and the Deadfire heeds my call. I sense a rod among your belongings.
Yeah?
My gift to Periki. My covenant with the Huana. Another broken promise. It made the enchantments of this prison and can destroy them. It can set me free.
We have a responsibility, I say. But if he speaks truth, the Huana are better served if he remains.
Your opinion is irrelevant, half-breed.
Let's see. Letting you go deprives the Onikaza would have me killed if I set you free. There has to be another way.
Is your loyalty to a queen of lies so steadfast? She may not know of me, but but she is complicit in this crime all the same.
What happens to your
You owe her
captors?
nothing.
What happens to your captors if I do as you ask?
The Huana have chartered their doom. I will not mourn their passing. Neither will I speed it along while they stand against the foreign tide.
So he's not going to do anything to them. I have questions about you first, Dragon.
I will tolerate your curiosity.
You think of yourself as a guardian.
That is a duty as old as in ages past. There were 3 guardians.
3
They
dragons?
watched over the Isles, the Adra, and lost to Kaizo.
That is similar to the tenets of Ngati's covenant.
You are perceptive for a fish.
Something on your mind, Takeu?
Akira, there is too much running through my head, I say. For another time.
The fish is not ready to know what he only now suspects.
What do you know of Ukaizo?
A city where Kith spoke to gods. The heart of an empire. I know only what I hear. Ukaizo was gone before my time. Even its myth is dust and ashes.
Before his time? That was a long time ago.
Creatures of unparalleled age and power.
All of them are bound? Shit.
Like me.
We should release all the dragons.
Huana. If they still lived, Ukaizo is lost beyond all memory.
How did you get in here?
As outsiders threatened the Isles, the power of the Huana waned. Crafty Pariki sought me out to strike a deal. She used my soul as a crutch for her water shapers. In exchange, she vowed to protect the Adra. I came as an honored guest. The water shapers grew strong, and new conflicts replaced the old.
That's like the target on him. So if I were not in a conversation, I could like mouse over him and like click on him. That's just the like square he takes up, basically.
When I resolved to go, my captors left me here, cheated and howling in the dark.
What if we excise the imprisoned portion of your soul from the rest?
No, my soul is not for the taking. Not by you, or any of the outsider spirit thieves.
No one's taking your soul. We're just letting most of you free. Isn't that what you want?
How then? You have a plan for this mad scheme of yours?
I'll take a closer look at the ward stones for a start.
Very well. I give you one chance. Time has weakened the wards enough that I can leave this cell without you. There will be a...
Oh, it'll
death of
hurt.
pain
Aw,
that I
he
have
doesn't
no
want to get
wish
hurt.
incur. Betray me, and I will summon as many waves of Naga as it takes to shatter this prison.
I'm not gonna betray you, dude. I promise.
What is it? I'll see it done.
A raised ward stone stands from the watery floor of the dragon's prison. The runes engraved along its surface glow with a pale light. Enchantments coursing through the stonework keep the dragon tethered to the spot and siphon energy from his soul. The spells of imprisonment look more recent. The siphoning enchantment merely sips at the dragon's essence and disperses it elsewhere. You'd think it could be used to store the essence, enough to last decades or longer if used responsibly. You can tell nothing else about the enchantments. The word flashes, causing the rod of the Deep Hunter to tremble in your pack as if the two share some arcane affinity for each other. I'm gonna leave it be.
Leave it to me.
And go look at that one. Okay, so try to siphon enough of the dragon's essence to empower the guild and then break the imprisoning ward. Is that right? I just want to like go look at all of them. They're all the same. Yeah, so I'll do it over here then. Try to siphon enough of the dragon's essence to empower the guild and then break the imprisoning ward. The enchantment slips through your fingers in spite of its advanced age and depleted state. Clearly someone built this prison to resist any potential meddling. You survey the runes and consider your other options. let's just see.
Well, I'll see it done.
Go on, Captain.
I know what it does if I turn it off.
I make no promises to cooperate with your animancy games.
What do I need? Metaphysics? I don't know, just something. What do you, there you go. Seriously? I can't.
I make no promises to cooperate with your animancy games.
I can't, like, it's... It's like, it gives me the option, and then it says, like, sorry, you can't. Like, it lets me click on it, and it makes me feel like I'm missing something, that there's some way to do it. And I don't know what that way is. Right? And I think it might have something to do with, like...
Captain, bye. Oh?
What is it? I'll take care of it.
What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. I might have to do some drugs to buff your arcana for a minute. Do I have anything that will buff my arcana? Thief, putty, history, insight, metaphysics, and religion. But it's definitely asking for arcana, right?
Leave it to me.
Sorry. No, that's metaphysics. Okay, so I can buff my metaphysics. Let me save and then use some...
Welcome to the flock.
Hey, Whiskey Charlie! Welcome to the flock. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. I guess Aloth.
No trouble.
No, so it's me. It doesn't matter who's doing it. It's me.
Yes?
Yay! Skyarius winces, but makes no other protest. He shifts his weight from one leg to the other as the rules of confinement. Runes of confinement begin to crumble. The wardstone itself flashes brighter than ever, resplendent with the dragon's powerful essence.
I feel irregular. Lighter. But there is an absence as well.
I'm sorry.
The burden of this prison is lifted. I will return to the beloved Atra.
Your soul may recover in time. It is a formidable one.
I have had precious little cause for hope since I arrived in Nekataka. Until today. Should your hopes darken on the high seas, you will feel a welcome chill as my shadow passes over your
Yay,
deck.
we helped a
Depend
dragon!
on it.
I'm so happy! Take drugs, free dragons. Siorliefus beats his wings, lifting his massive form above the ground of his watery prison. He stretches open his jaws and roars, the ensuing blast blowing out the top of his prison, exposing it to the sky above. For the first time in untold years, natural light floods the interior of the chamber. He snaps his wings a second time, flying through the exit with wild abandon, tilting at reckless, unpracticed angles as he builds incredible speed. When he emerges, shrieks of horror and dismay grow in volume. Moments later, he passes out of view. You hear an explosion of splintered wood, upheaved water, and incredible devastation on the southwestern corner of the island. Whoops. You killed him?
Captain, a word.
Yeah.
When I joined the guild, I was a fish in a dream.
What?
Water Shapers were the keepers of our oldest covenant, protectors of history. Heroes, I say. Now I see the guild only for what it has become. Ikera, a perversion of the oldest Juana art.
The guild might need a new way forward if it hopes to endure.
If the guild cannot depend on its own teachings, then difficult times lie ahead of us all. I do not want to tarry in this house of regret a moment longer. My thoughts will be clearer in time. You are kind to listen, I say.
Yeah, okay, let's peace out. Hey, I've helped other dragons. I've helped most of the dragons I've met. Although some of the dragons I had to...
Onikaza will want your report, I say.
Some of the dragons...
Pariki should have known we could not keep a dragon forever.
Some of the dragons I killed. I think like one dragon. I only killed one dragon and I regretted it. Every day of my life. Never again, I said, shall I kill such a marvelous creature. Takehu's pretty arrogant for a piece of sashimi. You sided with the Rautai, so you have vested interest in not helping the Water Shapers. So it was either let him go without keeping his essence, which would let an angry dragon out to kill foreigners, or kill his ass. He went with murder. No, that makes sense if you're going with the Rautai. I'm siding with the Juana, so I wanted to...
What madness has its clutches around Pariki's overlook? The mountain shakes. Bellows of anguish echo over the wind. And a shadow rose from the streets to cover Queen's Birth on its way to the sea. Now the traders look to me for answers I do not have. Nothing but panic and contradiction make their way to my ears. Tell me, what happened?
Naga invaded the guild to rescue an ancient sea dragon?
You do not jest.
Nope.
About many things, Highness. Not this, I say.
For what did the guild endanger my city with this creature? I will hear Myru's report.
The dragon agreed to lend the Water Shapers his strength to protect the archipelago.
Kahanga legends tell us that our ancestors made compacts with the creatures of the Deadfire. Send for Ranga Hauhua of the Wapua tribe. If she could soften the hearts of my cats, I say dragons are not beyond her.
Cool.
Ikera, but I cannot believe... Highness, would you trap another of Ngati's ancient pets?
I would go any distance to protect my people. Can Nagati's chosen say the same?
Wait, what?
Speak on, Watcher. As surely as a tide swelling over the shore, I feel you are not finished.
The forms of water shaping are fabrications made to tap into the dragon's prison.
Then Pariki's students had an advantage in their lessons, I say, and my ruse after her. All at the cost of this beast's freedom. If water shaping is not as our ancestors taught it, we cannot reckon how much of the original form we have lost.
Aww.
What became of the dragon, Watcher? If the power of this beast strengthened our guild.
I siphoned his soul using the prison wards. Your water shapers should be fine.
What Pariki did was no kindness, I say. But
No.
her actions helped students of the guild to learn our most sacred art.
I am not feeling very sacred today, Highness.
Tekehu, what was the dragon but Nagati's gift to the
No.
Huana?
No.
You are out of practice interpreting your mother's omens. This is more valuable to me than every cannon in Rawatai. Thank you, Watcher.
Where do we go from here, then?
My water-shaping masters will arrive soon, and I say the guild will be stronger for their guidance. But a queen's work is not finished until she has endured all of Nagati's trials.
Your instinct was to go with the Juana, but you were role-playing as a good person who was kind of lawful neutral, who saw the Rautai as a good choice in the long term? Also, you're bonking the ranger. Yeah. No, that makes sense. My perspective is anti-colonialism. So all of the outside forces trying to invade the Deadfire, I was against any of them winning, quote unquote.
I could send birds to every Ranga and rally them to our cause, but Nekataka needs more than strength. We need pure Juana fury. We need the Wahaki. My brother calls the Wahaki the last true Juana. He's severe on the Kahanga, but I do not call him wrong. You dealt with them peacefully on Motare Okozi. I am hoping you can make lightning strike a second time.
Did I?
The tribe hates all foreigners. Passing ships are attacked on sight, and explorers never make it back to the beach.
Hopefully they recognize me as a friend.
They will at least let you talk while they knock their arrows, I say. I have hesitated to let the trading companies see my teeth, but those days are behind us.
Let them see your teeth, girl!
Filling the seas with Wahaki war canoes will strike terror in the heart of even Rawatai's Iron Fleet.
I will make contact and hope for the best.
Sail for the Isle of Oriokoiki and return when you have an answer from the tribe, whether fair or foul. There is a phrase which will protect my royal herald. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. If you remember this, it could save your life. Write
Okay.
it down if you must, but recall it when the time comes. The Wahaki are not a trusting people.
Except for the lower case. Yeah, I feel like the case system is just a way for the writers to be like, hey, they have, like, they're bad too. Look, guys, the Juana aren't all, like, good. I'm not letting that, like, get in my way, I guess.
And to my tribe, the Water Shapers were keepers of the past, our connection to the ancestors. How the guild heaped praise on Ngati's chosen. How they congratulated themselves for acquiring me, I say. My cage was a gilded one. Their dragon, he was not so lucky.
I don't know if an enslaved dragon is an equal comparison.
Captain, we are talking about me. There are no small comparisons to be made. The guild teaches a likeness of Ngati's art, for shame. But they posture before outsiders like masters of old, to inspire the world with Ngati's gift. This is my calling.
Nekataka needs your strength. See that the guild remembers that.
None of this changes how I feel when I practice the forms. Like swimming over an ocean trench, I say. But Pariki twisted my art into a perversion. An echo of what it should be.
Are you gonna level up, Takeu?
The guild must change for the Huana to grow. I say that as Ngati's message delivered through her son's mouth.
What do you plan on doing about it?
I will bring a change not seen since the days of our ancestors. Our legends speak of the covenant with Ngati, one that defined the tribes for generations. The ancestors gave her unwavering devotion, and she gave them a gift.
Takehu sighs and lazily scoops a palmful of water droplets from the air. They form a rough approximation of an anglerfish.
Losing Ukaizo severed our connection to the gods. Over time, their gifts diminished.
The anglerfish turns belly up and puffs into vapor.
The tribes have never needed Ukaizo more. With Ngati's blessing, I would bring Ukaizo to them.
So you're committed to finding the island.
Kara, but sometimes I wonder if we lost the Covenant for a reason. And if Ngati's chosen should choose his own path. Whatever we find, what better crew than friends to find lost Ukaizo on treacherous seas? Kara?
Yeah.
Glad we got him excited. Makes me wish I knew how to sail.
Adair.
Or we could visit the bathhouse for a nice quiet soak. Just a thought.
If you'd be taking requests, a few more beautiful lads and lasses wouldn't hurt none. Provided they possess the basic know-how of knots, navigation, cannon powder and such.
Captain, you have let the handsome fish do all the talking. I needed this. Thank you.
I like hearing the handsome fish talk. Oh.
My handsome fish is intimidated by his own potential. How upsetting for him.
Could you stop, Andra?
See the anxiety that takes shelter behind his confident smile. He has worn that since he was old enough to swim.
Swim instead of crawl?
I could always plant the Covenant in his dreams, but that would spoil the fun of Ukaizo. My final test for the Juana. Help him to rise up from crawling. Help him to stand and walk as a man. As a god.
Still with us, Captain?
Yeah, okay, bye.